Hey, welcome everybody. I'm really excited about this video because I put a lot of time and effort into make it short and concise for everyone out there. We know everyone it's kind of having issues either finding employees lately, and obviously this is one way to actually outsource one of the most important um, positions in your company, which is customer service. So in this presentation, I'm going to show you the 6 easy steps to hire a rockstar customer service virtual assistant from the Philippines for only $4.50 per hour. Um, so my name is Chris, and I'm owner of Queen Bee Cleaning Service in Seattle. We started a business in 2015 with my wife Sandra. We currently have 20 employees, and we have done $3.5 million total sales since we opened. We currently at $85,000 in monthly revenue, and we're on pace to reach the $1 million per year. So we're very, very excited. And so we have learned quite a bit over the last 6 years. And this in this presentation, I'm going to show you exactly how we use virtual assistants to run our business. Um, so in the next minutes, I'm going to show you the 6 easy steps to hire our rockstar customer service the very first time. I'm going to show you the number one mistake everyone makes when hiring a VA and how are you going to avoid it. The technology that filters, sorts, and qualifies the applicants automatically, and the secret to building the right relationship with your VA so they don't leave you for your competition. So let's address some concerns. These are very valid concerns that I was watching on the Facebook group the other day. And the major one, it was the how is their English? Um, so, I've seen a lot of people kind of hesitant because they think, you know, they don't understand from the American perspective. But to be honest, the fact is that English is their first language and they learn it from a very young age and they're very familiar with American culture. They watch US TV shows, movies, so they're very, familiar with American culture. Um, some of them they do have a slight accent, but that's when you have to do the interview before hiring. So let's dive in. Do you find yourself constantly putting out fires with your customers or spending time doing administrative tasks rather than business development tasks? Would you like to source all these tasks for $4.50 an hour to a virtual assistant? Now, I know you might be super skeptical, but I'll explain exactly how this works and how can you leverage the global economy to escape having to pay $15 an hour minimum wage. But Chris, isn't that exploitation or taking advantage? Not. In the Philippines, the minimum wage is $10 per day. This makes a remote position attractive and allows us to get highly skilled labor for $4.50 an hour. So what does a customer VA can do? Well, they can answer sales calls, book jobs, reschedule jobs, cancel jobs, run credit cards, issue refunds, respond to emails, texts, and offer chat support, provide quotes, and follow up with those quotes. And also, I think is one of the most important, handle complaints. So here's some of the companies in the U.S. that are actually outsourcing currently customer service to the Philippines. So we have Comcast, Chase, Ring Central, Nike, Apple, Walmart, Gyms. The reality is that with the minimum wage going to 15 an hour, many business owners will need to find inexpensive labor in order to keep open and surviving. So let's do some math. It really comes down to how much money goes to your bottom line. And by hiring a VA, it's one great way to free some of the money that you're making and reinvest it into growing the business. So a simple breakdown of your savings, let's say you have a $15 per hour office person, times 40 hours a week, that's $2,400 a month or 28,000 a year, almost 29,000. Now, a virtual assistant in the Philippines, it's $4.50 an hour times 40 hours a week, that's 720 or 8,640 a year. That's a savings of $20,000 that goes directly to your bottom line. So imagine what else can you do with those $20,000? You can reinvest and buy an equipment, even hire more people, or invest in marketing, whatever you can do. But this is a great way and a great example how leveraging the a global economy and outsourcing customer service to another country can save you, and potentially increase your growth so much faster for your company. So the number one mistake everyone makes when hiring a customer service VA is that a lot of people want to go to these places, Upwork and online jobs PH, and they want a VA that's gonna do, web development, social media, customer service, and run ads for me, run Google ads for me, run Facebook ads, and it's not really realistic. We're really focusing on one specific skill, and that's to be good on the phone, so you can increase your sales. So hire a VA that specifically does customer service. If they happen to have more skills, then great. But what we're looking is to have someone that is professional on the phone, and then can actually increase your sales. So this is the simple 6-step process that I use, and that it helps me, to find talent fairly quickly without having to, shuffle to so many applicants, because this is what happens when you post a job online. You're gonna get hundreds of applicants, and that creates a little bit of problem, because now you have to review everyone and then kind of make your decision of who you want to hire. So this process that I use, it's so simple. It actually filters a lot of the applicants, and then actually gives you a list of the best applicants that you can just reach out and then do a final interview. So we're gonna go in deeper, step by step, and how this process works, and it will totally blow your mind how easy it is. So let me minimize here my screen, and this guide, if the end of the video, there's gonna be a link where you're gonna click and you're gonna be able to go and download this guide. It's a step-by-step breaking down process and how to do, how to hire a customer VA. It really works. It's the best you can find out there right now. It's not bluff. It's really simple. Just follow these directions, and you're gonna get your VA within a week or so. So let's get to it. So the first time we're gonna do is post the job on Online Jobs PH. So we're gonna go to Online Jobs PH, and we're gonna copy and paste this job post. So now let me show you how it's gonna look like when you go to your account. So you need to create a paid account. Otherwise, they have a free account, but it takes like 3 days for your job post to be approved, and then not many people will see your job post. So pay only one month, one fee for 1 month, and I think it's $59 or something like that. And then post your job, and then that's gonna be enough for you to hire someone. So in this example, last time I was running an ad for customer service, I got 133 applicants. And let's take a look and see how it reads. So, it's a full-time job, $4.50 an hour. This is exactly the text that is here on the instructions. Obviously, the only thing you need to change is putting your email here. This is very important. So, let's read it real quick. You want to be very descriptive on the job post, meaning you need to be clear and upfront what exactly you're looking out of them. So in this case, I'm saying, hey, you're gonna send me daily reports detailing me everything that you're doing. You're gonna take inbound sales calls, contact requests, customer requests, complaints, and make outbound calls. You're gonna respond these messages via phone, email, live chat, Facebook Messenger, and text. You're gonna provide service quotes and make sure you're gonna do a follow up with the leads, book new jobs, reschedule and update service jobs and our booking calendar system. And identify customer needs, clarify information, research every issue, and provide solutions. This is a full-time position. You need to have excellent English skills. The work hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and Saturday, 8 to 2 Pacific Standard Time. 450 to start, with raises every 6 months and performance bonuses every 3 months. If accepted, you will be provided with a training to help, for customer service, blah, blah, blah. Here you will replace this field with your email where you're gonna receive these applicants. But then this is where the magic starts. Pay attention. Um, Send an email to your customer service email or your personal email, whatever you want to use, with the subject line, I want to be a call center agent. Now, this is very important, and bear with me. Please include a link to your online jobs profile with the email and when you apply, and then complete the Google form that you will receive in an email. Note, after you send the email to apply, you will receive a response from me with a link to a Google form. Please complete the questions in the Google form to be considered for these positions. Forms that are not completed or only partially completed will not be considered. In the form, you will be asked your age. Answer 40 to prove you're paying attention to detail. Now, this is the trap question. This right here will filter so many applicants that are just constantly just applying for jobs online, and these are going to be specifically to filter those people, and then only people who pay attention are going to answer that the age is 40, and those are the people you want to talk to because they're really paying attention to detail. That's a small little tip, but it works every time, and I'm going to show you how that works. So basically, this is all just the details that go into the job post when you're filling it out. And then, once that you post the job, if you publish it, it's gonna take a few hours to get approved. What you wanna do is the second step. We're gonna create a Google form. So this is where we're gonna send the applicants to, where we're gonna ask a set of questions, and this is just to get a better sense of who they are and if they have some experience in some other industries. So we're gonna create a Google form with the following questions. So this is the form title, right? The form description, and these are the form questions. So it's really 13 questions. The first one is tell me a bit yourself. Where are you from? What are your hobbies? What is something that interests you? How long have you been working in the customer service related jobs? Can you please describe your customer service experience with past clients in the last 2 years? What specific software do you use? What tasks do you handle for them? Email, phone, live chat. What industry have they been in? You really want to paint a clear picture of who you're gonna be interviewing. So these are very, very important questions. What is your greatest strength as a customer service VA, and what is you have the most experience with? Have you had experience with other business similar to mine? How many clients do you currently have, and how many hours are you currently working for them? Again, you go over the specifications. This job is from say 7 to 8, 8 to 4. Does that work for you? We're looking to hire at 450 per hour. Are you good with that rate? What is your age? This is the tricky question. If you remember, this is what they need to answer 40. Then the other one is like make a Loom video of your internet connection using this site, fast.com, then paste the Loom video here. And then record your voice and upload the audio here. Make it at least 30 seconds long. Enter your full name and email, and then you're gonna save the form, and then you're gonna save the link. And I'm gonna show you exactly how that form looks like. So this is the form that you're gonna create on Google Forms. And we want the best customer service representative. Is that you? This is the form description. And again, these are the questions, right? Tell me about yourself. How long have you been working in customer service related jobs? Blah, 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 blah. But then if you notice, I got only 4 responses. And if you remember, I had 133 applicants. Out of the 133 applicants, only 40 people took the time to submit their request. So I already filtered a whole bunch of people that were not even worth looking at. And now I'm left with 40 people who took the time to respond. But now this is where it gets really good. And before I could get ahead of myself, you know, the first thing you need to do is create the questions, and then you're gonna create a spreadsheet. In this spreadsheet, all the answers will be pasted, and I'll go back to here to show you. But what you want to do is, save the link, and then we're gonna save this link because we're gonna create an email template inside Gmail where we're gonna auto send this form to people who applies the right way. So this is another tricky thing that it works fantastic. So the first thing you need to do, well, let's go back. Let's go back to step by step. Remember, so Google for questions. These are the questions. Save the form and copy the share link, which we already have on our clipboard. Right? Copy. Okay, fantastic. The next steps is to create an automated email opt-in with a set of instructions in what to do next. This is going to save you so much time. Literally, this is all automated. What you want to do is go to your Gmail, and you're going to go to settings, click all settings, then you're going to click advanced, and then you want to make sure that templates option is enabled. Most of the times it's disabled, so you want to enable it because we need that in order to create this template. So check it out. The way you're going to do is you're going to create a template, an email, and then you're going to copy and paste this text. And then in this part, we're going to paste the Google form link, right, that you just created. And then let's take a look real quick to what it says. Hey, thank you for applying and for doing it correctly. You will not believe how many people screw this part up. So we are off to a good start. Now you can advance to the next phase. Please complete the form. You have 24 hours to finish it. After completing the form, I will review your responses and I'll contact you with further instructions. I understand this might seem like a lot for a job interview, but please understand that this is to showcase that we're not looking for someone who's looking for just a job, but we're really looking for an employee who's looking to grow with us. Looking forward to speaking with you soon. Now, we're gonna send this email to the applicants who send you on the subject line, I want to be a call center agent. Whoever does not type that in on the subject, they're not going to receive the form, so you don't have to worry about them. Because remember, we're looking for people who's paying attention to detail, and they will follow through with every single instructions you tell them. So on the subject line, actually no, this is the subject line they need to send, but the subject line for this is this one. I'm sorry, getting ahead of myself. Okay, and then we're gonna save this as a template. So after you paste this into an email, and then you replace the Google form link with the one that you created, now we're gonna click the three little dots, and then you're gonna go to templates, and then you're gonna get save draft as a template, and then you're gonna name it. I already have them named, as you can see. I actually have two templates because you need two templates to automate all this process. So the first one is thank you for applying, which is this one. And then another one that is a full book your final job interview. This is for the people who answer everything correctly. They answer the catch question correctly. And now you're ready to move into the actually interview. So after you click save template, what you want to do is actually create a filter. So let me show you how that works. So this is the automation part where Gmail comes in. You're gonna click the little arrow down, and then on the subject, this is where you're gonna paste the subject that we're looking to trigger the automation. So as the subject is, I want to be a call center agent, and we're gonna create a filter. The filter is when an email comes in with that subject line, we're gonna apply the label. Actually, I created a label for tagging the people who are an applicants, who you can see right here. Then the second step is send a template. Thank you for applying for the customer service job. And then you create a filter. Once you do that, then every time that someone from the job sends you an email with the subject line, it's going to respond to them with a template, and that's going to send them the Google form where they have another 24 hours to answer the other questions. I hope there's no questions so far here, and if you do, you can reach out to me and I can explain to you with more detail. But let's move forward. After the people start sending you the first part of the application, they're going to receive this form. They're going to come here and they're going to start filling out the questions. All we need to do now is click on the Google Sheets that is created. And if you remember, all we're looking is for people who pay attention. So these are the people who actually answered the question correctly for years, for years, for years. All right, fantastic. So out of 133 applicants, only 40 answered correctly the first step. Then out of those 40 who took the time to answer the questions, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people answered the right question. So now my job is so much easier because now I'm just gonna go through their profiles, their answers, who are they, where are they from, hobbies, and that will help me, to drill down even more to see who I want to interview. Now, what I did in this case, I actually interview everyone because I really wanted to have a feel on for my company. So, what you need to do now, let's go back to the steps. Step 4, we check the Google form responses, and then we're gonna email. This is a manual email. This is not automated. So we're gonna send a manual email to the best candidates, the ones that we want to create interview or have the interview. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna create an email. Already have the template, but you want to create it, and basically the email says, "Hey, book your final job interview. Congratulations on doing such an excellent job with the customer support application. You're one of my final candidates. I would like to schedule an interview on Slack. Book your interview here." So this is my calendar system. If you have Calendly, I'll suggest you use that, whatever booking form or system you use, because you want them to book, an appointment with in a window that you allow in your booking system. Then after the booking your appointment, please join my Slack here, and then you're gonna paste your Slack channel. In this case, if you go to your Slack, all you need to do is click invite people, and then copy invite link, and then you paste that. So that way they book their appointment for you for the final interview, and then they add themselves to your Slack where you're gonna have the interview. All right, fantastic. And we're almost done, that was the hardest part of the process. So schedule your Slack interview. So start the interview at the time they selected. You want to keep the conversation going smooth. Notice how long do they take to respond to your questions. You want to look for someone who thinks on their feet and answers quickly. So that's why you do the Slack interview before even do a Zoom interview. Because before that, you really want to take the time and see how long did they take to respond. Because remember, it's going to be a virtual position, so they need to be very responsive. So this is one way to do the final part. And let me show you exactly what they do. I mean, the questions are pretty straightforward. They're kind of similar to the previous questions on the Google form, but this time you want to really see how long are they taking to respond. So hi there, get started. just some quick expectations for a chat. It would be about 30 minutes, and then I'll ask you to be honest with your answers, and then you let me know if you have any questions. I'll do the same, and then at the end of the conversation, let me know if you have any doubts or whatnot. So I'm gonna show you one of the interviews that I did, so you get a feel on how this flow works. And basically, all these questions you need to ask him one at a time. But let's go back to one of my interviews. So say, hey, good morning. We'll start shortly. Say, hi, Cristobal. Good morning. So let's get started. Hey, tell me a little bit about yourself. Why do you choose to become a BA? This person has 5 years in the industry now, so it has a lot of experience. Most of the accounts and clients were based in the United States. I want to become a VA because I know I'll be able to apply all the things that I've learned in my previous company. Okay, well, how many clients do you currently have, and how many hours you're currently working for them? So as of now, he's unemployed, so doesn't have any clients. He just finished his contract with the previous company, and it can render 35 to 40 hours per week. What type of work have you had with these other clients? Customer service, billing, sales, and even collections. Also take calls for the reception. All right, we're looking for someone from this time to this time, right? That will be fine. Do you have noise canceling headset? No noises will be heard in the background when taking calls. Yes, I do. What other skills do you have? Research, lead gen, copywriting, email marketing, Adobe, WordPress. And I started using Canva, but honestly, I'm not that proficient. Okay, that's fine. The rate for this position is $3.50 an hour. Are you comfortable starting at that rate? Yes. What interested you in this position? Oh, I work with Airbnb before as a middle person for the host and guest, and I think I'll be able to apply the skills that I learned from the work experience. So as you can see, he has worked for an Airbnb host before, so I know he's familiar with the home industry business or cleaning business because they deal with cleaners. So this was a good sign. So I was like, perfect. So you just keep going, just keep going through all the questions that you have, and all you're looking really is to see how long they take in to respond, and then, hey, I'm gonna let you know. Thank you for your time. I'll be interviewing other final candidates, and I'll get back to you with a final answer. All right. Thank you so much. At the end, I went and interviewed more people, and I found even more qualified people than him. So I ended up, choosing someone else. But if you notice, I still told him, hey, Adam, my decision was very tough, and ultimately I hired another person for the position. If you don't mind, I would like to keep your contact information if another position is available in the future. Thank you for applying. Because you never know. I wasn't sure if the other person was gonna work, so I always had like an option for someone else that I also show potential. All right, very good. So that's pretty much it. After interviewing everyone on the Slack, you're gonna have a really good gut feeling that it just feels right. Like this is the person that I want to work with. And then from there, now you can move into a Zoom interview. Now you can do the final one because you want to make sure that they're the right fit for your company. So this is the last six step, Zoom interview and on board. So you're gonna send the message to everyone who you think they might be a potential, employee down the road, and you're gonna send this other one to the person who you did hire. Hey, we check everyone, and you're the most qualified person. I want to set an interview for tomorrow at this time, so we can discuss your employment details. And so this is the message that you're gonna be sending. And then in the Zoom meeting, just go in detail more, talk to about them, ask them a little bit more personal questions, and just go again over their duties, answer any questions they may have. Be extremely specific again about what you want from them. Be transparent and upfront, and make sure they're 100% okay with the offer salary. You don't want someone that in a month comes back to you and say, hey, I know I said this, but I realize it's a little work, so I need a raise. And I'm like, okay, well, at that point, you can make the decision that they can get that raise right away, but you want to avoid that. You really want to build them up on the long run. So after do the final Zoom interview, then you're gonna send them your employment agreement where it outlines everything that they're supposed to do. You're gonna send them the IRS form WABEN. So this is the form that they need to sign. They fill it out with their information. They sign it, and this is basically for your accountant, so they know when you're making payments to that person are from a subcontractor outside the U.S. These are general tips after the onboarding. You're gonna give them access to your business email, and then have them read the last 4 weeks of emails so they get to see how do you respond to your customers. Um, this is on the first week before even let them touch the phone. First, you really want to get them involved in your business, give them access to your phone system again, and then also have them listen to the last 4 weeks of calls so they get familiar in how your customers interact with you. Um, give them access to your scheduling software and have them watch the tutorials. Most scheduling softwares have tutorials, so they need to get familiar with your company. So for the first week, don't worry about having answering anything. Just get them familiar with your processes. Um, then what you want to do is create a Hubstab account. Hubstab is a software that they download into their computer, and then basically they clock in and then they clock out, so it tracks their time, but also takes screenshots from the computer, so you know that they're not watching YouTube or whatnot. It's I'm pretty cool with that. You don't expect anyone to be completely doing customer service. They can watch YouTube and whatnot, but when you see that they're spending too much time doing that, then it's time for you to say, hey, maybe you have enough time for you to help me with something else. So Hubstaff software is really, really important because it really shows you what they're doing. Then the other thing you want to do is create a Wise account, a business Wise account. This is for sending payments to them. So all you do is you connect your bank account from your business to Wise, and then at the end of the paid period, you're gonna calculate how many hours they work for you, and then you're gonna do the calculation based on how many hours, times whatever you wanna pay them, and then you send that money through TransferWise, and then that will also, you know, be disclosed to your bookkeeper so they know what that money or payment is for. Um, and then yeah, so when it's time for your BA to start responding emails, so don't let them respond to your emails just yet. So have them start creating the draft in responses and then show you what they're gonna say. Make sure that you're okay with that. And then after a few weeks, you're gonna start, letting go of the drafting, and then they can start responding on their own. Have constant and open communication with them throughout the day. I love Slack because that's how I communicate. I just whatever issue, as you can see, there's call types. You know, they tell me, okay, this call came in. This is the customer is complaining. Customer said that we did a good job. Blah blah blah. So every call, every email, every text, it's on my Slack channel, and I just get a notification, so I'm always on the loop what's happening, even though I'm not answering anything. You can see latest messages. They tell me, when there's new bookings, cancellations, call type, or schedules. Literally everything, whatever's happening, even though I'm not answering, I constantly on the know because I know what's happening. So definitely want to do this. So use Slack to communicate. And then yeah, pretty much it. I think we're almost done. This is sort of 8 tips that I added onto the guide that you're gonna get. So I'm not gonna read them, but they're very important. So set rules for angry customers, set rules for customer language, no more than 15 minutes to respond to emails or quotes. You want to have backups for your customer service reps. So in my case, I have 3. I started with 1, now I have 3. So if some of them get sick or some of them want vacation, you have other people to cover everyone. Keep your customer service happy. Give them praise, congratulate them when they are doing a good job. Set expectations how fast things should get done, and regularly evaluate the customer service schedule. So and then have weekly meetings. These are the tips that really help you to keep your VAs for the longest time without leaving for your competition. And so there you go. So you're gonna get this guide. It's a step by step, like you saw. Just follow the steps, and you should be getting a VA within a week. Um, so again, just kind of going over, customer service training, send the employment agreement, giving access to your, we spoke about this, 4 weeks of email so they can see, they can read, they can listen. And then this is very important, be open to their suggestions. These people have worked for other US companies, so they can teach you how to optimize your current process in your business. Um, and then, like again, communication is key. This is really make them feel confident, let them know that they're perfect for the job. They see comfort and security just like you and I. Everybody wants to work for a company that is secure and is going to give them employment for the longest time. So make them feel that's a really important part of your company. Like I said, start them slow and build. Don't give them everything at once because that will overwhelm them. And as you know, the cleaning business has too many moving parts. So there's cancellations, complaints, people running late, having accidents. They forgot the vacuum. Just too many things. So don't overwhelm them. Start them little by little, and they get to learn your business, and then you're gonna be so happy after a while because all you need to do is just check your Slack, and then that's all you do. The feedback loop is key. This is very key. You need to always tell them at the end of the week, what can we do to improve X? Make sure you identify and uncover any issues they might be having. For example, hey, what can I do to make your job easier? Was there a challenge this week? What task is confusing you? What's something you don't like to be doing? Because that also, there might be something that they're not comfortable doing, and you need to address that quickly, so you can delegate that to someone else. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this video it was informative. So all you need to do is to download this guide, the hiring guide that you saw here. Just go to www.customerserviceva.com and enter your information, and you should be receiving your guide in your inbox. And if you have any questions or you need some help hiring your own VA, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you. Absolutely, I love to help people, and just reach out to me through the website or send me an email to chris@qbclean.com. So my email is chris@qbclean.com if you have any questions. All right. I hope you enjoyed the talk. Bye bye.